Carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Willis. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
3rd down, it's Willis.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Eric Stokes. And the Raiders are going to get the football back at their own 17.
They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so didn't work.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack.
Big Ndamukong Suh, one of the league's best for a long time, getting a sack there.
Didn't have the greatest field position to start, did they? And now, after this sack, it's way, way worse.
And right off the bat, first play of the game. Throwing on 2nd and long. Wilson. And he's got the hook up here. It's Kyle Rudolph. That'll be a pickup of 15. It's out of lead to 3rd down. On 3rd down, Wilson. Forced out to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And now possession's going to go over with a football at the 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
And that felt like a little extra pressure on that 3rd down attempt, and their mistake cost them points because they're inside the red zone. So you know you got at least a field goal waiting for you. And in this case, they end up with nothing.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
You could tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. They were looking for a cushion from that end zone. He gave it to him. 15 big yards. They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. An excellent gain, 35 yards. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. It's Chris Harris with a pick. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, you know, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, here's Willis.
Rolling to his right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. They'll try and run it here. And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game. Shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away.
Waddle is going to elect to not bring this out, and instead his guys will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And, Charles, nothing like squaring off with a division opponent, a division rival in Week 1. Do you like that they are matching up this early, or would you prefer a game like this be a few weeks down the road?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
And he's able to get it back to right around the 27. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. And I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now Wilson. And Rudolph has it left side. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Getting the ball is Cook running left. They'll get this down inside the 10 for a pickup of about 3.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
It's 2nd and 7 from the 9.
Again, it's Cook. He pushes forward from maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Only 5 on this play with the sticks.
They go play action now. Wilson escaping the pressure right. And it'll be intercepted. Desmond King picks it. This one back. It's a pick 6 and a Charger TD. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still have the option, but let's face it, there's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
From 5 yards further back, the extra point up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
He will return this from deep in the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard
offense set to get this drive started. They'll start by running the option to the right. The ball comes out, and this is recovered by the Chargers. And that one coming on his opening carry of the season. Do you give him a mulligan?
You would like to, but this game counts. If this were preseason, he'd get a mulligan. But this is for real, so not expecting that at all. Got to find a way to take care of it. I'm sure he'll get other opportunities.
And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now, the offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted. The delay of game, a costly one, as they're backed up 5 for first and goal. Up the middle, here's Taylor. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
Jonathan Taylor, a touchdown machine. He's going to get plenty of looks down here near the goal line. So if I'm on defense, I might start getting prepared to see his number called a couple more times.
On second and goal, here's the option. And he is going to lose yardage here. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Willis on 3rd and goal, eluding the pressure right. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Malik Willis with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Chargers are able to strike for 6. And my goodness, another interception. He's at the 50. 30.
There's some excitement, right? Go for 2, and instead it gets picked off. How about the return? Give him a lot of credit, though, for not giving up after the play.
And the troops rally.
Exactly, and getting back there and making the tackle and not giving up 2 points themselves.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. And one told me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Buying time to his left. That is incomplete.
Martin, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with. Some easy throws, some completions. He's not even hitting the 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
They go play action with Wilson. Being chased out left. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas.
Well, there you go, Charles, his first touchdown pass of the new season.
Well, let's just go back to his rookie year because he's able to get his feet wet, right, get a little bit of experience. Now I think here in year 2, the game will slow down for him, and we'll see his true talents come out.
And he will not get there as the try for 2 is unsuccessful, and they will remain down by a point. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken from about the 12. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner. Knowing you just
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he will score. Touchdown.
Well, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, but his top 2 options were not available on that throw, so he went the safe route. Worked out pretty well.
it was like you were in the pocket. How about you going through the progressions like that? But a lot of offenses say touchdown to check down. Look downfield first, bring it back to the line of scrimmage. Not easy for a rookie to do. Oftentimes they get one look, and they make their decision off of that. He went through 3. That was impressive.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Now Wilson on first down. Flush to his right. And his pass incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yes, let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. He seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Raiders on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Raider linemen might have been moving.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Throwing again here, Wilson. Steps away to his left. And going deep for Hill. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket, only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
On 2nd and 15 now. Wilson. Hauled in by Anderson, left side.
And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he's not going to get the first down. He had to get to the 30, but he's a yard or 2 short. 4th down. Here's Wilson. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. That's a 4th down pickup of 10 yards, and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. action. It's Wilson. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that'll bring up second down. From the shotgun, Wilson. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 of the 12.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
To throw again is Wilson. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I think that's a good job there defensively. They did allow them to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let them get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is caught by Watkins for a Las Vegas touchdown. A great play there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Raiders get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he's not going to get there. So they come up empty on the 2-point conversion, and they are unable to tie up this football game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken in at the 3. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And with a 2-point lead in hand, they may not do anything too aggressive here. On first down, Willis.
Looking downfield for Jones.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that, but that would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
To throw again on second down, Willis. He completes it to Julio Jones.
Finding space at the 40.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
First and 10, Willis.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on first and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over. Then they get a chance to continue their drive.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. 4th down, Willis.
As he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position. And going deep for Hill. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
2nd and 10. It's Wilson again. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
third down, Wilson. And Rudolph has it, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's an even 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
Yeah, they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll try and throw for him with Wilson. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Finding room at midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. To throw is Wilson. Flushed out right. And that's off the mark, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Back to the ground, Cook. And he'll be close to a first down at the Chargers' 40-yard line. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down. Here we go on 4th with Wilson. And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And that is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Now Willis. Looking in zone for Jones. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
3rd down, it's Willis.
He's going to try and go deep again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Tucker's kick is good. Wow, I mean, it's so rare to even see one attempted from that distance, CD, let alone converted, but he came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10, third quarter of the season opener. Here's Wilson. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. On 1st down, Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Wilson will throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now Wilson. And now another one thrown incomplete. Had the pass there, 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
They'll indeed go for it with Wilson. Dancing to his left. He is going to find Hill here. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
Well, he reminded us that he was a 1,000-yard receiver a year ago as he starts off week 1 picking up right where he left off. He told us at the end of the preseason he was primed for a big year. He just gave us excellent evidence of his belief.
And this is caught by Watkins. Touchdown, Raiders. A great effort there with now 3 week 1 touchdowns. And the Raiders have retaken a 3rd quarter lead. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside.
Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Charger drive about to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10.
Willis. Amari Barno. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League.
And now here's another interception.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And you have to wonder, Charles, in a game like this, has 5 interceptions. What does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
First down, Las Vegas.
It'll be first and goal when we come back. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. They'll run with Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. James Cook with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Raiders are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead.
Harrison Butker is set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
Take over first and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the 4th quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And he is going to lose yardage here.
To Jonathan Taylor. The tackle made back at the 13-yard line.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. Good starting field position for them here as they come up first and 10 at the 39-yard line. After the interception, here's Wilson. That one complete to Hill. And some room to run now. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, first and 10. Throwing is Wilson. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. The Charger drive about to get going. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Play action, Willis. And now here is another interception. Tariq Woolen picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
The Raiders will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Wilson going to throw for it. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Charger drive about to get going. Willis to try again after the pick six.
He's airing it out for Williams. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not the lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Willis back to the air on 2nd and 10.
And it's hauled in by Nick Vanette.
Finding room in midfield.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. He's going up top for Taylor. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! Jonathan Taylor, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Chargers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Well, they needed 3 scores to have any chance. There's the first of the 3 as they get into the end zone.
Yeah, Brandon, I think that our guys at Next Gen Stats in charge of the win probability are probably saying your chances still aren't great. But now you still got more than 3 minutes to go. You got to focus on the task at hand, which is going to be getting the football back as quickly as possible.
Chargers 29. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, don't look now, but they've got a little bit of a battle on their hands again. Back to a 2-score game. The interception that led to a touchdown. You'd have to think they're a little more careful here if they do indeed try to throw a football.
Yeah, and I was a little surprised by the last throw. You know, that type of throw in this type of a game, I'm going to be very careful about it. Maybe the only throw you make is maybe a toss to your halfback or something like that. Otherwise, take care of the thing and finish this bad boy off.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 65 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A gain of 14. And the Raider first down.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. And the Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Meanwhile, Wilson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill.
And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers 30. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
They'll give to Cook on the read option.
And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They go play action now. Wilson. And this one hauled in by Rudolph. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. They try again with Cook. And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
James Cook
making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut.
And the Raiders are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead.
And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Charger drive about to get going. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Even with such a big lead late, the effort hasn't lapsed one bit. If the offense wants to score some points in this one, they're going to have to earn it.
These guys are not giving up anything.
Now throwing on third down there, but he cannot connect.
At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front.
Yeah, he is going to go down here, but we also have a penalty marker at the line of scrimmage. They may have jumped the gun.
The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward.
So 1st and 10 after a big mistake on 4th down with a penalty. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Wilson wants to throw it.
And this one incomplete. Oh, he couldn't hang on to it in the end zone, and that's one that'll haunt you. And now it brings up third down.
On third down, Wilson. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed.
And the Chargers come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Well, this was not just the opener of a brand new season. Just a spectacular afternoon for football here in the Tar Heel state of North Carolina as EA Sports welcomes you inside Bank of America Stadium in uptown Charlotte. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the New Orleans Saints and the Carolina Panthers. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. Take it in at the 3. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Throwing on 2nd and 14. Winston. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by J.C. Horn. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
Suddenly, it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. McCaffrey is in. Touchdown, Carolina.
Well, that's how you take advantage of an early turnover. A sudden change situation, meaning ball's turned over. How's both sides going to handle it? One side handled it way better. They went right out on the field and put the ball in the end zone.
One play, that just added insult to injury.
Yeah, that just tells you on the defensive side, they didn't come out ready to go, still reeling from the fact that the ball got turned over.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he's going to be out of bounds here as the run back will leave him shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is in his first throw of the game. But I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I noticed his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, "Let's go, big boy. You're still our leader."
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Again, it's Kamara. And he finds enough of an opening to get this one back up to his 20. And in search of 8 yards here as they look to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Winston. There's Chris Olave. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So the completion good for 7 there. And it'll be 4th down.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a second and about a foot. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second and very short, Mayfield will dump this one off to Hubbard. And he'll be brought down at the 27. The Panthers hit 2-0 here to begin the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints will take over here at their own 12-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
Andy, do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he's going to be brought down. Back in his own 6-yard line. Brian Burns able to record his 5th sack of the season.
They just gave up a sack then, if I'm not mistaken. They gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. They're just making really pulls out there.
They really are. I'm wondering if they'll have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now Mayfield. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jackson. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
And that big gain may just change the thought process here on 4th down. I think in the red zone, they might now consider going for it on 4th down.
Here we go with McCaffrey. And he won't have the touchdown, but he will have the first down as he's tackled at the 2. Here's Mayfield. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Panthers are in for 6. So 2 drives, 2 touchdowns here in this first quarter, and he's got both of them.
He's certainly setting himself up for a big game here, and I think if the play caller doesn't get in his own way, they should keep riding him the entire way of this game. Until the defense proves they can stop him, that's what I would call.
Mayfield going to try to throw for the 2. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points.
That right there makes up for that missed extra point they had after the first score.
Yeah, they went ahead and got back to level by going for 2 and having the normal amount of points, so that works out pretty well for them. And if you're the kicker, don't worry about it too much. Now they've got back to where they want to be, they'll try it out there for the next one.
And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Not only are they in search of their first score, they're in search of their first down in this ball game as they come up 1st and 10. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
That could have been a huge play, but give the defender credit. Stayed calm, stayed collected, and kept himself in a position to make a play on the ball without a penalty.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Winston.
They'll get this out to Kamara.
And this one will be taken up. They'll spot it right at the side. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Winston. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he is going to have a Saints 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
2nd down, and it's Kamara again. And he's got some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
They'll try to throw now. Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you've thrown this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On 2nd and 9, Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Panthers. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Winston's throw taken in by Landry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. A 10th carry for Kamara. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Winston to give. It's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Winston on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. A 1st down throw for Mayfield. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. 14 yards, good for a Panther 1st down.
There's less than 10 players still active from the 2008 NFL Draft, and here's one of them picking up the 1st down. Deshaun Jackson still got plenty of that speed. They had him 36 all-time in receiving prior to this season.
this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Panthers are able to widen their lead here in this first half. So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on fourth down. That's what got him this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on fourth down in their own territory, didn't get it, and then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness. In fact, I'm usually a huge fan of it, but I just want teams to always weigh risk and reward. To me, too early in this game because reward just wasn't big enough to go for it there in case they fail. Now the pressure, back on their offense to pick themselves up, and they gave the touchdown that was just given up.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Throwing, Winston. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Sometimes we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Third and long for Winston. Got an open man. It's Olave. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability. And that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. Kamara up the middle. Amari Barno getting there to make the stop. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 2nd and 9, Winston on the check down. He finds Kamara. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Jameis to throw it. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's C.J. Henderson picking it off. And the Panthers are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Well, that is interception number 4 for him, Charles. 4 here in the first half alone, and they're already trailing by 4 possessions.
Makes me wonder, partner, do they just not have any confidence at all in the backup, or do they just have that much confidence in him? Able to throw 4 picks already, they're certainly hoping that he can turn things around and quickly.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. He's going to look deep for more. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
final play of the half. Mayfield. And he slings one that's incomplete. So it's halftime here in Charlotte with the Panthers out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. From the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Panthers take over first down 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Run! Go, take it to the house. Why do they keep giving the ball to him?
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team about the position they're in. The obvious thing, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about point, attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Looking to throw on second down. Mayfield. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. Though certainly in a pickle here. They have a mile to go to try to pick up the first. We'll see what they've drawn up. Mayfield off the play fake. Targeting Moore, and he's got him on the crossing pattern. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Fourth down, Mayfield. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss to start out, here's second and 11. Winston. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. On third down, here's Kamara. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up fourth down.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. Winston to throw for it on 4. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Touchdown, Saints. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. So a very important first drive of the third quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here.
And now here is another interception.
Well, as most teams do in their two-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you get a chance to take it all the way back, get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case there, but that's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded right around the 8. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. A kind of a lucky break on the prior drive, Charles. The turnover on downs that the offense had didn't come back to bite them after the other side. Their defense came through, was able to hold them without any points.
I would agree with you, partner. A little bit of a lucky break indeed, but you know what they'd say to us? No luck, just pure skill. We rose to the challenge, and we didn't permit a score. That's how we roll.
I'm kind of curious, Charles, if they might temper their aggressiveness now offensively if they get in that 4th down spot again.
Yeah, one would think so, but maybe because they held them, they might go for it again.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's going to look deep for more. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. A man who's been busy this afternoon, it's Kamara again. And boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Kamara gets it again on 2nd down. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. And when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
On 3rd down, Winston. And the throw there going to
incomplete. He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Fourth down, Winston. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Saints' decision to go for it backfires. And the Panthers will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Mayfield's throw taken in here by Jackson.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on it, and they pick up a first down.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. And we're back now in Charlotte. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Throwing, Mayfield. That's going to be caught. Touchdown. DJ Moore. 28 yards. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. McCaffrey will try to run it in. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Taking it about the 1. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them initially.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games and we've seen our share of lopsided contests, but in almost all of them, both offenses put up at least 200 yards in a game, but not in this one. This has been a display of offense that, frankly, I think the two of us have watched from behind our hands, trying to spread our fingers wide enough to actually see the result.
This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
This offense on 3rd down today, they've converted a 1/3 of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. Now Winston. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers.
On the move past the 40.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, you'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Off the option, here's McCaffrey.
A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
He's going to have a Panthers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6.
He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down when his line worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or whether they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack finding his way open and completing the connection.
They go play action. Mayfield out to his left.
He'll find the tight end Sullivan complete.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Panther first down.
Well, there's absolutely been no stopping this offense today. They already have the big lead, obviously. Here in the fourth quarter, they could coast to the end, but right now they're not passing up any chances to put up some garbage time yardage.
And, partner, why would they? Because who knows the next time you'll be playing as well as you have today. When you're in that zone, you go ahead and take full advantage of it. You don't worry about your opponent. You just worry about what you're doing.
And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown.
Christian McCaffrey with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Panthers are closing in on a 3rd straight victory to start the campaign.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. The Carolina kick team is out there ready to go, and they kick this one away.
Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Second and 11.
Now Winston. Over the middle into the hands of Michael Thomas. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
One thing I think it's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Kamara try the right side, and he is going to lose yardage here. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that will force a turnover on downs. On 1st down, this is McCaffrey. Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Now Mayfield. He'll hit Jackson complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. So instead of running, Mayfield's going to throw it here. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis.
And the Saints are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Now they get a 4th quarter pick. Little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this punt? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over.
Well, this was a blowout supported by both sides of the ball today, Charles. It would be easy to look at the offense and say, man, they were clicking, and they were. Even with all the buildings along the Las Vegas Strip and all the action here, this is one of the city's biggest attractions. Allegiant Stadium opened back in 2020.
Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Las Vegas Raiders. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13.
Taken from about the 12. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
From the 6.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
So, CD, this defense, they know that they have to be at their very best when they're taking on a team here that's in the midst of a winning streak that's now stretched over multiple months, not weeks, months.
I think the challenge they put upon him.
He's got a man, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
Willis will look to throw on first down.
And it's intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it.
It's no secret he's had trouble this year with interceptions, and this is a bad start for him. First drive, throwing another pick.
No matter who's broadcasting his game, that's how the conversation begins. Throwing too many interceptions. Can he take care of the football? If I were his backup, I'd be edging towards the coaches and saying, hey, how about giving me an opportunity?
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They run it again with Cook. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you and I, partner, we got the plum assignment this week. An unbeaten team against a one-loss team. Really not much separating these two entering play here today.
Not much at all, and I think for both coaches, they've looked at their team and said, guys, you got to know what you're getting into in this one, and you better be ready to go because you get to answer the big questions of the day. Are we as good as we think we are? We're about to find out.
That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you've got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Play action. It's Wilson.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll run with Cook. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Again, it's Cook, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3.
From back at the 3 now, this is 3rd and goal.
Cook will take this one in for a Vegas touchdown. So a great start. They force the turnover on the other side, and they'll take it down the field on their first drive and finish it off with a short touchdown run.
Nice and efficient, excellent job blocking, finds the gap and barrels into the end zone. Great way to finish off that drive.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, the last time out, they threw the interception. That led to the touchdown, so now time to regroup.
It certainly is, and their goal right now as they go back out on the field, a calming drive, something that takes the ball, keeps it for a while, lets the defense relax a little bit, lets the offense regain confidence in their game plan.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Raiders are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Good starting spot for the Raiders as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. After the interception, here's Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home. Wilson's throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he's brought down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early, and that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a 1st down. This offense is moving the ball well.
In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and 1, Wilson. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. Oh, this is intercepted, intended for Hill. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And the Chargers are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on 4th down. The Charger drive about to get going. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end Andrews. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
They go play action with Willis. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Willis now off play action. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Again, Willis to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part to got him the football. But you're exactly right. It looks looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Wow, first and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. They'll run here with Taylor, and he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
I think we got to give it up for him right there. That's a heck of an athletic move for a big man right in the middle of the line. How about the play he makes there? Nowhere to run, and he finishes that one off for a loss.
On second and goal, there's an option play left. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Malik Willis keeping it himself from 7 yards out. And the Chargers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Willis will try and throw for this. And he's going to be taken down. It's a sack and a big sack at that. This remains a 1-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And, of course, this a critical game in regards to not just the division race, but playoff seeding as well. They are a game up, but a loss here could really muddy the waters.
And both of these teams want to clear things up about how they feel about each other and their standing in the league. Because these two teams, they've really been the cream of the crop in their division. So this game, it's been looming on both of their schedules.
Now a pass that's taken in by Hill. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
That's good. Las Vegas. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Wilson. Over the middle, complete. That's Watkins. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. So from Charger territory now, here's a first and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. And one more time, that's Watkins. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. They go play action with Wilson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Robbie Anderson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 8. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Taken from about the 12. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Charger drive about to get going. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Here's Willis now off the play fake. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. Back to throw, Willis. He's going to look deep down the field. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Willis, third and long. He's going to go up top again. Willis throws another interception, his third of the game. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Now Wilson. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Another try after the first down sack. Wilson flush to his right. This ball complete into the hands of Anderson across the middle. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darius Leonard, the linebacker. And the Chargers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. The CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape, he's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, first down. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack. So after the sack, here's second and 14. To throw, here's Willis. Flushed out right. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Here's Willis on third and long. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And the Raiders are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with an 8-point lead, probably not too much of an impetus to try and do too much here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Second and 10 now, Wilson. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
A very limited time left to get into field goal range before the half, and they tried to get it all one throw right there.
On third down, Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a fourth down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And going deep for Hill.
And intercepted. Wilson's third of the game.
Derwin James with a pick.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here in what's an 8-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach?
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call of the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium in Brandon God.
Okay, Coach. Appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. He's at the 40. 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going.
And they just got a little help from their defense forcing the turnover. Now can they make that pay off in points?
They need to, partner. They're down on the scoreboard. Need to take advantage of those opportunities. And this is a good one right in front of them.
Back to Taylor on first down.
And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Big Calais Campbell fighting through to make the play in the backfield. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Play fake. Here's Willis.
And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
Looking deep for Julio. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10.
First and 10, Taylor now.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Play action. Here's Willis.
And this one is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion. And when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long game or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing.
And my goodness, another interception. He's at the 30. 10, 5, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
Well, if there was any thought that this thing might turn around for this offense in the second half, I think those thoughts pretty well dashed after that interception return there.
It just has not been a good outing for this unit whatsoever. There's no other way to say it. They've been overmatched, haven't performed to the level that they've needed, and that throw there is just going to contribute to this game getting out of hand.
And it'll come out to the 25 as King opts for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
After the sack on first down,
Willis.
and his throw is going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine.
He's got a man, complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
First and 10, Willis.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Third quarter from Southern Nevada. Here's a 2nd and 10. Willis looking to throw it. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
And there's another stop. One of the league's best defenses is certainly bringing it again this week.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Willis will look to pass again here.
And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Willis looking to throw on first down. This will be caught. It's Waddle.
And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
From the gun, here's Willis.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. They start the drive with Cook. The corner, Stephon Gilmore, on the stop. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play action. Now Wilson.
Finds Hill on the crossing route, complete.
And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. And that is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
And he is going to lose yardage here. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on 3rd down. They go play action now. Wilson. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try and buy some room when a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations. In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line.
Willis now off play action.
That'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On first down, Willis.
And now here's another interception. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
We got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
On second down, Cook. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10.
4 yards on the pickup there as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for first. Third down, here's a run by Cook.
And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson. And Rudolph has it left side.
And he is going to have a Raiders first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Here's Wilson to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. So the line of scrimmage all the way up to midfield now as they've got it 1st and 10. From midfield now, here's Wilson. That'll be caught by Anderson. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Robbie Anderson with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
And he is not going to get in there. He stopped short of the goal line, and the lead is going to stay right where it is. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try to put points on the board.
He's airing it out for Williams. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line.
Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
Well, throw on first down with Wilson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple defenders getting home there for a loss of 11.
To try again after the sack.
Wilson out route to Hill, complete.
So the completion good for 6 yards. And it's going to be third down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. 3rd and long. It's Wilson. And this is caught at the 8. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. Butker on for the PAT. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Charger drive about to get going. And after all those wins that they've reeled off, it seems that they finally have met their match in a big fourth-quarter hole. But still, what a run it's been. It feels like they have not lost in forever.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Willis back to the air on 2nd down.
He's going to let it fly. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Willis got to have this one.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Play action, Willis. Well, the corner gets a hand on it, but he still makes the play.
And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And now here's another interception.
Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And the Raiders are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And that won't buy him much room. Just a 1-yard gain to the 5.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room that if you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage.
Here's Cook again.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
I have no idea what the top speed is in one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly